everyone. Welcome into episode number 1 of our new series where we are going to be creating our horses from our Riverside Stables series where we played Horses of Hoofprint Bay. And yeah, we're going to recreate each of our horses that we had in there in our Petz 4 game. So for those that don't know, Petz 4 only comes with cats and dogs. They do not come with horses. So this is a mod made by Nova. It's the quarter horse mod. I felt like it fit the style of horses we are going for the best. There are more realistic files, but I kind of wanted to do like a Petsy thing. When you mod, for those that don't know, you can only base them off of cat or a dog personality. So the horses will act like dogs. So they're not going to be accurate horses. And you know, you're limited on what you can do with pets. So this is the best we got for the style we're going for horses. And yeah, this is going to be our first horse, Grace. You can see she is starting out like this, and I will pull up a picture real quick for what we are going for. Give me a moment. Okay, so this is our horse, Grace, that we started out with in Horses of Hoofprint Bay. So this is what we want to create and make her look like. So let me go ahead and close the game. I am starting her out as an adult since I got her as a mare. I'm kind of keeping the ages similar. You can see Paprika over there in the background. I am going to not just recreate our main horses, which are Grace, Aardvark, and Viva. I'm also going to recreate the stallion we bred Grace to, which was Tarek, and our boarding horses Lena, Sapphira, and Paprika. And then Faith is not in here yet because we are actually going to later, we'll breed Grace and Tarek since they bred in Horses of Hoofprint Bay, and I will hex the baby to look like Faith from our series. So just to give you an overrun of what we are doing, I will get everything pulled up and we'll get started. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. We have pulled Grace up in our pet workshop. So first thing I think we are going to start with is just getting the main base color in. So we'll go ahead and start by making her black. She's not a super dark black, so I think we're just going to use this 35 color on her main body, and we'll maybe make her, well, I mean, she already has a black mane and tail, so we'll probably just keep that. And we'll just start coloring her in here. I might switch to just doing it over here. I feel like that might be easier because then we make sure we don't miss anything. Okay, so we have colored her all black. Looks like we accidentally made her tail the same color, so we are going to go ahead and darken up her tail again. Do it in here because sometimes I don't always know which one's which in this list over here. And then, oops. Okay, her mane is already the color that we need it to be. Let's put that back how we had it. And then that looks good. So we are going to, like, don't mind her eyes. Her eyes look so funky right now. We can definitely change her eyelid color to be black. And then let's see what we can do with these hooves and white markings. We'll start there because all of this is going to have to be like paintball work for the most part. We should be able to get some white in the main if I can find the right spot to click on. Looks like this one is white, and then she has one up here that's a little bit white. Oh. That kind of made that whole thing white. I don't know if that's what I want. So there's a ball here, that's what we have to click on, but the rest of it is lines, so I can't add paintballs where there's a line. So that's kind of unfortunate there. Let's see if there's another spot up here that we can do. Maybe that one. There. It's the best we're gonna get. Yeah, we're a little limited. A little bit limited. Alright, so her hoofs are like this cream color, so let's go maybe 49. There we go. Do that, and then we'll go back to 15 white, and so again, we have to go all the way up to here because of this line. You know, you can only color the balls, so we can go up to there. We can add black on there to kind of try and blend it, so maybe we'll do that to make it look a little nicer. Give it a try anyways. Okay, so there's her white socks. Now let's go ahead and see what we can do with the blending. We'll have to add paintballs. 35 to match. We'll make them size 50 and add a little bit of fuzz. Okay, and then maybe a little bit bigger because we want it to really cover kind of the top of it. See how that looks. Oh, we covered the whole thing. Okay, well, that's not really bad either. We can add a little bit more white. 50 again. Just kind of up the back side a little bit, kind of like how it is on her. See if we can see that. There, something like that. All right, and then we'll do more black over here, 100, and we'll do it more kind of here and here, I think. There, because it kind of goes up like that. I think that'll work. And then we'll need to do the same on this side. Go top and front. Perfect. And then here we'll do top and front. There. Okay, and then let's try and get this little marking on her bottom here. And to make it white and make it much smaller, maybe size 35, that might be too big. 25. Try that and see, kind of starts here and goes down a little bit. I'm not even gonna see it yet. Just thicken it a little bit here. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go, and then we'll make it a little bit smaller as it comes out. Something like that. I feel like it's a little bit bigger than what it looks like there, but it'll probably look different in game, but we can definitely add some black over the top just to kind of add a little bit more blending to it. Make it a little bit smaller. Paintballs are kind of finicky sometimes, and sometimes be a little bit harder to place. Alright, let's see how that looks. It looks pretty good. And the black balls you won't really see, it'll just blend in with her. Alright, and then we have this big white patch that we need to try and replicate here. So see if we can get it on the right one. Go back to white, and I think I'm just going to make it, I don't know, maybe size 50. Because this is kind of underneath the other balls there, so do that, and then go to this one and let it come down her withers a little bit, and then down. Kind of goes out right there a little. I think I need to make this smaller. Let's go to 35. Kind of goes under her belly right there. See how that looks. Definitely comes out a lot further, but again, we are a little bit limited. I'm not sure how much I like that. I think we'll add some black on top to try and fix it up a little. See how that looks. Better. It looks a little bit better. Again, I'm not going to get it perfect. And, you know, things move around in game, so I'm not too worried about it. But it does come down kind of over her shoulder as well, so let's see what we can do there. size 50. Size 25. See if we can't get that point on there. I think it can come down a little bit more. Let's see. No. There we go. And then just to be consistent, we should probably add a little bit of white markings over here. It doesn't have to be the same thing really, but I wouldn't mind if it's a little bit similar. Let's do something like that, and I'm not going for anything specific on this side. I'm just trying to add a little bit of white so that, you know, this side doesn't look like it got abandoned over here. There we go, and we'll add some black over the top again. 35. I think we're on the wrong one. I think I want this one. Here we go. And overlaying your paintballs like that just helps it not look so like round and circular. I'm gonna add a little bit more white here. See how that looks. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. She doesn't really have an eye color, so, and this file you don't really get to color the eyes much. It's just that brown, so I think we'll do that. I think she is all done. So go ahead and save, and I will have to transfer everything over in like Lines Pro and stuff and make sure all of the paintballs are anchored and all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, and we are back, and here is Grace all fixed up. Does look like the black paintballs are not exactly how they should be. They have the wrong texture. They need to have the same texture that she has on her body. So I'm going to go fix that up real quick, and I'll bring you guys back again in a moment. Alright guys, I think we got her all fixed up. They are looking a lot better. I think I got the right texture on there. It looks like it's blending in with the rest of her coat. So I don't know, I think she turned out really good. That's our Mare Grace. And I'm pretty happy with how she came out. Shall we give her some oats, some grain? Here's her picture again, if you want to compare. All of these toys were modded by other people too, so you know, they're not perfect. They were not made by the people in the game that like created the game, but I think people do a pretty darn good job of modding stuff in this game for sure. I do wish the hay net could hang on something, but in order for them to actually be able to eat from it, it cannot. She's hungry. She loves her grain, just like our mare in the game. But, all right, guys. Thank you guys for joining, and I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of creating our horses from Hoofprint Bay. And yeah, I think we'll probably do Aardvark next. He has a lot of paintballs he's going to need. I'll show a picture of him real quick. Yeah, this is our boy Aardvark, and he is who we are going to be doing next. So yeah, he'll take a lot more paintball work. But he's super, super cute, and I love him, and I am excited to bring him into our Petz game. Oh, I guess that one you take some hay out, and it's like a treat. I thought it was something they could eat out of. There you go, Grace. Alright, but anyways, thanks again for joining us. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, and if you missed out on our Horses of Hoofprint Bay series, then be sure to check it out. I will leave a playlist at the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a blessed day, and until next time, bye-bye.